Staying with the SEC, LSU got some revenge on Auburn last night, and it was just a really great effort from Angel Reese, man. She's put this team on her back. She's continued to be just a great leader and vocal player on this team on both sides of the basketball. And, hey, man, they get another dub. The team looks good. They're rolling right now. They're coming together at the right time. LSU picked up the dub 71-66, and this was a very scrappy, hard-fought game. They definitely earned this dub. They shot well from the floor, 46%, held Auburn to 37.5%. Auburn was lighting it up from three, though, and that's what really kept them itching in this game, shooting 43.8% to LSU's 40%. And LSU only shot 5 threes. The free throw battle, though, they're going to get free throws largely because of Anissa Morrow as well as Angel Reese banging down low. And they shot 85.2%, 23 out of 27 free throws. They also dominated the glass, winning that battle 42-28. 31 defensive rebounds. That's how you limit a team to one shot per possession. They threw out 13 assists, won the blocks battle +2, 7-5. The turnovers, though, goodness, 23 turnovers. It was a rocky start, but they finally settled in and started taking better care of the basketball. But 23 turnovers, you're not typically going to win games when you're turning the ball over like that. And that was a major reason why this one almost slipped away. On the personal fouls, Auburn committed 25 fouls. You can tell this was a very physical contest on both sides. Now, we mentioned Angel Reese major game, 25 points, 20 rebounds, and played every minute of the contest. It was really a unfamiliar, uncharacteristically quiet night for Morrow, who had 5 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. Hailey Van Lith, 7 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and we've kind of seen her minutes getting cut into by Last Terpoa, but we'll get to her because she had a really big game too. Flau'jae Johnson doing Flau'jae things, 11 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, continues to make winning plays and be the glue player. Another uncharacteristic night, Michaela Williams, 4 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound in 29 minutes of play. Now, Last Terpoa, we mentioned she's been getting more minutes week to week. She comes off the bench, 13 points, 13 big ones to elevate LSU, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, and we know she's going to make plays on the defensive side. And then Angel Del Rosario, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 5 minutes of play. She didn't play a whole lot, but we see, Coach Mulkey is reeling it in tight with that 7-player rotation. And, hey, it's worked out so far. The fatigue definitely has impacted this team. We've seen in multiple games. But for them to pull out this win and have Morrow and Michaela Williams only combined for 9 points, that's just a testament to the rest of this group stepping up, man. And Angel Reese continues to just be elite, one of the players that should be in the running for Player of the Year. And Coach Kim Mulkey, man, had some great words after that contest as well.
Well, let me say this. We tried very hard to give the game away the last 4 minutes. Starts with me. Okay? Calling 2 timeouts there, thinking I could advance it on the second timeout after a pass was made. That's on me. And then I wanted to run something on the baseline to get it up, and we hadn't run it all year, and we turned it over to Angel, so that's on me. Poa misses a layup. You don't even have to shoot that layup. You just dribble the clock out. They're going to foul you. You made all your free throws, so that's just teaching, and she knows it. Should have played Aaliyah some more. I thought she was very productive, and I just went with my gut that Morrow was going to give us something down the stretch more because she has more experience than Aaliyah. Speed, quickness with your hands, slapping the ball out of your hands. There's nothing like athleticism, and that's what you saw with Auburn. That's what we saw at Auburn. So what was your question?
Just how y'all pulled it out?
Just will to win, made a few more plays than they did. I thought that honesty was outstanding. Guys, Mingo's from Ranger. She wanted to win worse than anybody. She played really good. So we made enough plays to win, and got to keep working. Got 3 more to go, right? 2 on the road.
They definitely was trying to give up that game, it felt like, man. It was crazy, just the mistakes. They definitely got to cut down on the turnovers and get more production from that starting 5. But, hey, Last Poa is really coming into her own in the last few games, man. They're getting a lot of really good plays, a lot of valuable minutes from the junior who, was on that national championship team. She knows what it takes to win the big one, to play on the biggest stage, and she's delivering. And they need her to continue to put up numbers off that bench and provide that spark. And she's been very, very good running the unit at point guard, running this offense, running the show, getting players involved, getting Angel Reese the ball, getting these other scorers the ball in their sweet spots. She's just done a good job of running the show and guarding opposing guards as well, man. She's been like a really calming presence for this team when things get rattled. She's settling it down. She's like a coach on the floor. She's settling the pace down, getting them into their sets, making very, very smart decisions with the basketball. So you love to see that, man. She's really coming along, and I think Poa will be a huge part of this team's tournament run, and they will depend on her success and her continued growth. But I expect Morrow and Michaela Williams to bounce back in a big way. LSU closes out against Tennessee, Georgia, and Kentucky. Now, they know what they're up against with Tennessee, a team that we mentioned is fighting for their tournament lives. They played South Carolina extremely tough. They have a lot of size, a lot of length, and Coach Kim Mulkey spoke on this matchup as well, and Vol star Reese'S Jackson, one of the best and most versatile scorers in the entire nation.
I guess we'll have a press conference before we leave, so I guess we can talk about Tennessee now. They're playing good. Did see their game against South Carolina. I thought they battled with South Carolina because they got on the offensive boards. They've got length. They have length, and Tennessee had length last year, and they had length the first year I was at LSU. Obviously, Reese'S makes them really tough. She'll be a top draft pick. They've got shooters that aren't afraid to pull the trigger. They've got transfers in there now in the backcourt. Their length and their ability to rebound is going to be a problem for a lot of teams. I'm sure it'll be a good atmosphere.
That's going to be a fun one, man. I can't wait for that game. Just a battle of star power and a lot of just talented athletes competing, and 2 very historic programs. And while Reese'S Jackson, we mentioned, is one of the best players in the nation, averaging 18.9 points, 7.9 rebounds, 2.2 assists, getting it done from every aspect of the court. But also, we got to mention Jules Spear, who is also anchoring that backcourt. Spear on the season is averaging 12.9 points per game, 4.6 rebounds, as well as 2.3 assists, being a big-time shot maker and distributor for this group. But she's also joined in the backcourt by the versatile Sarah Puckett. Puckett is averaging 10 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 1.5 assists, but she plays a lot bigger and is just very versatile on the defensive side, being able to guard multiple positions. And then, lastly, certainly not least, the heart and soul, Jasmine Powell, the senior, the leader, the point guard for this group who really makes this team go. LSU will have to keep them in check. I think that they're going to do a good job of challenging I think they're going to do a great job of challenging LSU's guards. We saw Michaela Williams, we saw Hailey Van Lith struggle. We saw Anissa Morrow struggle in their last contest against Auburn, and Angel Reese really had to step up. So that'll be a key for Tennessee, is to challenge those guards, pressure them, and make shots themselves. On the other side, they've got to do what they did for 3 quarters against South Carolina. They've got to keep LSU off the glass, but that is a tall task. I don't imagine Morrow and Williams combining for 9 points again. I don't imagine that they are going to have an answer for Angel Reese, who is the hardest playing effort player in the nation that we've seen this season. They cannot sleep on Tennessee, though. LSU has to remain aggressive on the boards and fight through that size and that depth of Tennessee. They have to make shots. They need Morrow. They need Williams. They need Lasterpoa. They're going to depend on Del Rosario as well to really get going and add that extra dimension for this team, that extra added firepower that they need. But this is going to be a hard-fought game, make no mistake. We saw Tennessee play South Carolina extremely hard for 3 quarters. This is a team that's well coached, talented, disciplined, and they are fighting for their lives in this season. But aside from the game, something else that I noticed that really caught my interest was some comments that Coach Kim Mulkey made, kind of foreshadowing Angel Reese and Hailey Van Lith's futures at LSU.
And potentially, if you can get us top 16 seed, you got 2 games here, so it's winding down, and you may never see the likes of Angel again and Hailey again. They will move on to their pro careers, so get out here and watch them and see them in person.
On top of that, Angel Reese also sent out this cryptic tweet asking if she should stay or should she go. Could we be witnessing the last few games of Angel Reese in the Bayou? Is Hailey Van Lith a foregone conclusion to the WNBA? I think if they leave, both get drafted. But will they leave? That is the biggest question. We'll have to see. But y'all make sure to stay tuned for all the latest and the greatest. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time, shout out to hitting 1,500 subscribers, baby. We out.